Welcome to DataPencil.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our 50-day SQL practice challenge. Today we are going to begin with day 7 where we are going to see what different date formats data can contain and how to fix it, as well as at last we will change the data type of our date column. So let's begin. So here in our salaries column, you can see that this is salary date. Okay, here in attendance table, it is attendance date column. We are going to deal with these values. And then in the employees table, there is a hire date column. Okay, so now in the department, there is no such column. So we are going to basically fix these date columns issues. Okay, the issues that are related to the format. All right. And for that, let's open our VS Code. And here we are going to open our new file, create a new file. Let's select queries and then create a new file with the name day7.sql. And let's run it. Now we have to write our database name. So use 50-day SQL challenge. Let's run it. Alright, so the first step will be to find the invalid months. Now what are invalid months? Let's open our sheet firstly, and from here you can see that we have several dates here. They are written in DDMMYY, okay, 1901-2021, which is date, month and then year. Okay, now when you will come down, then you will see that here it is written in YYY DDMM format, correct? So now just come now here as well you can see that again the same format, means year is written at first, then month and then the date. Now here at the date you are seeing it is written 32. It means date cannot be 32, so it is an invalid date. It is greater than 31. All right. Same way months are also invalid. If month is greater than 12, then that month will be, that date value will be called as invalid value. Correct? Now let's write, we have to remove what? We have to remove invalid months, right? Where value of month is greater than 12. So let's write remove invalid month. Now simply write update our cleaned employees table and set hire date as null. Okay, where we have to set hire date as null. So where and here we will use cast function. Cast function does what? Basically it changes the data type, right? So here we are going to change the data type as unsigned data type, means any value that is a positive number, okay, as unsigned. Now what data we want to change as unsigned? So here in this space what we have to fill, here we will use substring index. Okay, substring index does what? Is it basically cuts a string based on a delimiter, right? Our date is separated by delimiter. So here we are going to use substring index on our hire date column and which is separated by delimiter. So here let's write substring index on which column we are going to apply the substring index. So on hire date column, that is separated by a delimiter. So let's write delimiter here. And then we are going to take out two portions. Okay, now let's see what I'm saying. So suppose our date is 25/08/2022, correct? And this date is separated by delimiter. Now 2 means take two parts, which is 25 and 08. Okay, so the result of this substring will be 2508. Okay, I hope it's clear till here. Now, we will use another substring now, okay, and this substring will be applicable on this 2508. So substring index, which is separated by, again, a delimiter. And now we are going to take the last value, which is -1. Okay, for the last position, we will take -1 reverse index. So here the answer of this 2508 will be, when we apply substring index on it, the answer will be 08. Okay. See again, firstly we have applied this substring index on hiring date and we have taken two parts, okay, taken out two parts, 2508, and then on this 2508 we have again applied substring index on this 2508, which is separated by this hyphen again, this delimiter, and we are going to cut the part which is at last -1, okay, at first position, first part, okay. So its answer will be 08. Correct? Now, if this 08 is greater than 12, the 08 is greater than 12, then set those values as null. Okay, this is it. Now just put the colon and this is it. Let's run it. So here we have successfully replaced all the values where month is greater than 12 with null value. All right. Now, in step 2, what we will do, we are going to convert the format, okay, which is in DDMMYYY to YYYMMDD, means year at first. So step 2, convert DDMMYYY format to YYYYMMDD. For that, we will simply write update our cleaned employees table, set hire date, and here we will use concat function. And what we are going to concat? So we are going to concat year, YYY, okay, then hyphen delimiter, then one more delimiter, and between these two delimiter there will be month, and after this last delimiter there will be year, date. Okay, so year, month, and then the date. Here year, here month, and at last there will be date. So these things we are going to concat. Correct? Let's see how to do it. Suppose, take the example that our date, which is in DDMMYYY format, our date is suppose 28/08/2024. We have to convert this date to YYYMMDD format. So this 2024 should come at this place, right? This is the year's place, YYYY, which is 2024, and it will come at this place at first. Okay, so here we will apply write function on hire date column, and this thing will take out the string values from the right side, okay, till 4th position. So it will start from the right side, which is 4, then 2, then 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so its result will be 2024. Right? Now hyphen you have to put, and before hyphen there will be a comma. So let's put a comma here, and then one comma will come here. Now at the second place what should come? So at the second place we are going to use the substring function, okay, and this substring is applicable on the same hire date column, and this will start from the 4th position, and starting from the 4th position you have to move to 2 letters. So take out 2 letters. So what is the 4th position? 1, 2, 3, and then 4. The 4th position is 0, correct? So 4th position is 0, and then from the 0 we have to take out 2 digits, which is 0, 8. Right? So middle one gives the answer as 0, 1. Now one more comma, and then at the last place we are going to use left function. So left means from the left side it will take out the values. So let's write left applicable on the hire date, and then take out 2 values from the left side, which is 2, 8. Okay. So this left function's answer is 28. So this is the concat. Final answer will be 2024. delimiter 08, delimiter 28. Now, apply this concat function on all those rows where, okay, where higher date is following this pattern dd hyphen mm, again hyphen, and then y. Okay, where rows are following this pattern, then you have to set the higher date using the concat like this. Okay, now it's done. Now let's simply put the this parenthesis will be at upper side. Now just put the colon here. That's it. Let's run it. And it's done, guys. Okay. It means all those rows that were following the DDMMYY pattern are now converted to YYYMMDD format. Correct? Now our next task is to remove the invalid day, means the days that are greater than 31. Alright. So for that, let's write step 3. Remove invalid day, and we will use again the same update, clean employees, set higher date equals null, where cast, firstly we will apply cast function, and then we are going to take the 2 positions values from the right side and converting this as unsigned, means up in a positive number. And if this positive number is greater than 31, then convert, replace it with the null. Now let's run it. And it's done, guys. So all those values where day is greater than 31 are now replaced by the null values. Now the last step is to change the data type, okay, final conversion. So for that we will use alter table, our clean employees, modify higher date and change the data type as date. Let's run it. Okay, so okay, fine, it means one value is still remain there. All right, here we have forgot by mistakenly, there is one extra space, guys, that we have to remove. So just remove this extra space, and now let's run this whole code again. It's successfully done. Now let's run this code one more time. Okay, so this time it's done. It means we have successfully changed the data type of higher date column to date data type. Okay, here spaces are not allowed, so we cannot put any space. Now our date is converted to YYYMMDD format. Okay, and now it's your job to replace all the null values and empty values, because the invalid months and days values we have replaced with nulls, right? So you have to replace all those values with this date, which is 2024-02-25. Okay, replace all those null and empty values with this date. Correct? This is your first task. In the second, what you have to do, you have to fix the date format issue in remaining columns, okay, which are salary date and the second column, which is attendance date. So this all will follow the same process. Okay, you have to use the same process. So just fix the date format issue in those columns as well, and then submit your work, as well as you have to replace the null values with the date value that I have provided here. All right, so see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care, keep practicing, and bye bye.